Morning. Today we are going to discuss about the functions. It's a very core concept of every programming language. Okay, before we discussed about uh, tuples. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about functions. So what is a function? What is the need of function? Okay, so for that, see, uh, if you want to write any story, for suppose in our exams we are writing some of the essay questions and all. Okay, so maybe in that essay they'll ask some story about Ambedkar, for suppose. Otherwise, they asked about Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so that is the 20 marks question. Essay question, 15 marks or 20 marks question in our mother tongue language exam. Okay, so here what I'm telling is, if you write the entire story in a single paragraph, no one can understand. Yes or not? Yes, no one can understand. If you write, no one can catch the important points also. Why? Because your story is just like a single your entire stories fit in a single paragraph. So I don't have the time to read all the story of you. That's why you missed that means what? Your story missed to get the attention of the examiner. Yes or not? Instead of that one, what you want to do is, same story you have to write in different paragraphs, so that at least I don't want to go through the all the paragraphs. I can go through at least two or three paragraphs. I can find the at least stuff in that, means definitely you will get the good impression. Yes or not? The same scenario we are using on the functions concept. So while you are writing the program, a program is a multi lines. That means maybe 100, 200, 300, like that. Okay, at that time you should not write everything in single module or single program. You should divide that into some modules. Okay, so that readability will be achieved. Okay, so I'm writing module wise. Example, I want to develop a particular website. Okay, particular website means it has some functionality. Okay, so for that, okay, I want to divide, or suppose login page, one module. Okay, some like that, some what are the options available are the, what are the options, home option is there, edit option is there, some options will be there. So each and everything has a module here. Okay, you don't combine the entire code, and if you keep it there means no one can read your code and all. So so that is called okay, this is called the functions. Function is nothing but a portion of a program, a sub part of a program. A module of a program is nothing but a function. Okay, hope you understood. A function is nothing but portion of a program. Example, see here, uh, by writing the entire code under the function, some advantages are there. First of all, code reusability is there. For suppose, I told already, I'm developing one application, a software application for railway reservation system. Okay, in that I have to develop different modules. Okay, customer module I have to develop. After then, registration. Okay, for registration, one of the modules, and registration is one of the modules. Login is the another module. After then, different transactions we are doing, booking the ticket. Okay, and customer care, some different modules will be there. So I don't want to write in everything in single program. What I want to do is simple. I can categorize into modules. Okay, login page. Okay, one module. User registration, another module. Okay, next, booking the tickets, another module. Grievances, another module. Okay, next, home. That means the address and all, everything will be there. So these many modules are there. That means I myself divided that one into modules, so that you can use that modules whenever you want. For suppose I want to go for another same railway reservation system for some other state. Okay, so at the time I can reuse all the modules. I don't want to again go for, retyping, and I don't want to spend more time to write the program and all, because all modules are there, they are reusable. So this is the beauty of the functions. Okay, now you have to know that a function is a portion of a program or sub part of a program or a module of a program in nothing but a function. Okay, here every function has a set of statements grouped under a name. Okay, every function a set of statements grouped under the name. So here example, see, I told reusability. For suppose I want to I want to find the this type of series. For suppose, say I want to find the this type of series. Which what type of series? One, okay, plus okay, x squared by x squared by 1 plus x squared plus, okay, x cube plus, okay, so this is x squared plus, sorry, x cube plus plus, okay, x power 5 plus, okay, x power 7 plus, like that. Okay, let me write some more. Okay, x power 7, x power 9, like that. So for that, here this is the series actually. So in this series, I want to calculate always x square value, x cube value, x power 5 value, x power 7 value, okay, and so on. So instead of doing this, what I want to do here, I will write the function for 1. That means what? For I want to find the square for the x square. Okay. So after then, this is actually power. I am doing that. This is a power. So I can write a common code for power under the name power. Okay. I'm writing under the name power. I'm writing here some code here. Okay, so here I'm writing some code here, some code I'm writing. Okay, so this power I can use for x square, to calculate the x square, to calculate the x cube, to calculate the x power 5, to calculate the x power 7, to calculate the x power 9. So this is the beauty of function. Did you understand or not? Now the functionality is repeated here. This is the power x power 2, x power 3, x power 5, x power 7, x power 9. So instead of writing each and everything here, what I want to do here, first I will write for power of this one. Okay, accordingly, so I can change this one to this one. So just this power will be called for all the for all this series. Okay, so example, here 1 plus, I'm giving power of, okay, simple, x comma 2 argument. Okay, first let me see how I'm using plus here power of, okay, x comma 5. Simply what I'm doing, the see here I'm using same one function power. It will go to here, the code will be executed. For suppose assume that some code is here. Okay, now we don't know anything now, that's why I'm not writing any code and all. So here just assume that some steps of code is there. Okay, some steps of code is there like this. Okay, now what will happen here, this power, now this power is there. That means what, it will go to here, the x square, whatever the value that will be executed here, that will be substituted. Now come to here, power of x power 5, same function again. This power is called here, it will go to here, and the same code will be executed. X power 5, x power 5 value will be calculated. After then again like this one, x power 7. So x power 7 means what, power x comma 7. Again the x power 7 also costs the same. That means what, here the beauty is, this power I repeated for how many terms, 1 2 3 4 5. So these 5 terms using the same line of code. Okay, for suppose in this two or three lines of code is there. If you write individually for each and everything, this x square should contain the two statements, x cube contain the two statements, like that. 1 2 3 4 5 means 10 lines code is there actually. But now everything is concise to only two lines. For suppose the entire power consists of two lines, means x square uses these two lines only, x cube uses these two lines only, x power 5 uses these two lines only, and so on. Hope you understood. This is the beauty of function. Okay, now what are the advantages of the function? First we'll go reusability. Now I showed this one, this is nothing but reusable. Okay, here itself the power is reused here without again retyping the code. Okay, so x square uses the power, x cube uses the power, x power 5 uses the power, x power 7 uses the power, and x power 9 uses the this power sub function. Okay, that's why I gave the definition. A function is a set of statements grouped under one name. That name is power. Whenever it is necessary, we can call that function automatically. The statements within this will be executed. Okay, hope you understood. Next, reusability. This is reusability, and errors will be reduced. Why? Because actually, if you write it without using functions, so many instructions will come, so many lines will come. Automatically, lines are getting added. There is a possibility to get the errors also. But now maximum length is minimized. Okay, the errors also minimized. Okay, so this is the second usage. Maximum errors. Okay, fewer errors. There is a very less errors. Okay, less errors if you use these functions. Reduce the complexity of code. Okay, so complexity of code means actually we are writing here only, we are calling the only one function here. Okay, just simply power x power 2 power x power 5, like that. If you don't do this one, we have to write so much code with complexity. Okay, so this is the reduction of this complexity, and readability will be there. Okay, entire program is concise to very less length only. Next, program are easier to maintain, programs are easier to understand. So these are all the main points. Hope you understood. Main is reusability, and errors will be reduced, and length of the program is minimized. Okay, and readability is provided. Complexity means readability will be provided. Okay, all these things. Next, how to write the this small program, this small function. Okay, very simple. I told this example. So if you want to write the program for this power, simple definition. Okay, power. So here some arguments will be there. Okay, what are the arguments and all I will tell you first later. Okay, this is the definition. Every function has a definition and some set of statements. Okay, so power, after then some statements will be there. I assume that these are the statements. Okay, like this. Okay, next, every function, this is called, okay, this is called definition. Definition means, now see here, this is called function call. We are calling here. That means what? Every function should be called. Okay, then only we can use the this definition. If there is no function call, we can't utilize this one. So every statement, every function has the definition and also function call. Function call is nothing but, okay, so power, for suppose here I'm giving x comma 2. Okay, or suppose x comma 2. Otherwise I'm giving direct values 2 comma x. For suppose I want to find the series for 5, for suppose 1 plus 5 square plus 5 cube plus 5 power 5 plus 5 power 7 plus, like that. So I'm giving the x value as 5, and if you give the 2 means the power of 5 square will be calculated. That means this is called function call. Okay, hope you understood. This is called function call, and see, these two are arguments. That means what I'm doing here, I want to generate the series of 5. So 5 square will be calculated. If we call one more call like this, okay, just I will reduce the zoom level so that we can easily. Okay, now see, this is one more call I'm giving here. How I'm calling is power. Okay, next I'm giving 5 comma 3. That means what? 5 cube will be calculated. So here this 5 comma 3 is nothing but arguments. Okay, okay. Now just you have to now you understood what is the arguments and all. Okay, if you want to do the function in that means definitely you have to give the numbers. That numbers are nothing but arguments. So these are called arguments. Now function call, sorry, function definition, function call. Okay, and within that, what are the arguments? These are the numbers. In this 5 comma 2 are the arguments. Hope you understood. Okay, so in this way we have to write the function, every function definition followed by the keyword definition. Okay, okay. Now see here, there are two types of functions: built-in functions, user-defined functions. How many types? There are two types: built-in functions, user-defined functions. So built-in functions means already we saw some of the functions of built-in already we used. Okay, example, we use an editor. I will show you the editor. In the editor, see some of the functions we used. Okay, actually print, for suppose here we are giving some school. Okay, so yeah, school is printed. Now actually this is the function actually. So where the code is provided means automatically Python provides the code. It will go to the particular library. Okay, in Python module libraries will be there. For print function already that one module is allotted. In that the print function code is available. So what is the code means? Whatever you're writing in the double quotes, again that should be printed on the monitor. Okay, this is the process. For this process, that code is written. So it will go to that library. Automatically, those statements are getting executed. Accordingly, this name is printed. Okay, this is called built-in function. Built-in function means what? We are using the function. That's it. No need to write the code. Okay, no need to write the code. Example, see here. This is called user-defined function. I define myself to generate the series. I thought this is a repetitive process, so it is better to use the function. So I just write the function like this. Okay, power arguments like this. One function I have written. Okay, so here this power is the function call. Okay, this is user defined. If you give the function call, definitely you should provide the code, because that is defined by you. For suppose that is defined by the system, we can call it as a built-in. So for that, we no need to write the code. I didn't write the code for the print. Automatically system has a code. Okay, whenever it calls this function, it will go to the particular library and the code will be executed. I hope you understood what is the built-in function and what is the user-defined function. See, some of the built-in functions we use the input. Okay, input also we use it like this: x equal to input, enter the value. Okay, x equal to input, enter the value. For suppose I gave like this. So what does it mean? Input is the input is a built-in function. That means the code is available already there in the header file. And what is the functionality of input? It asks the value. Okay, if I give the value for suppose 5, automatically the 5 will be stored in the x. Yes or no? Yeah, here this functionality will be written in the form of code which is available in the library. So whenever I call the input, it will go indirectly background. It will go to that input function. Okay, definition. In that definition, whatever the code is available, automatically that code will be executed accordingly. Accordingly, the functionality will be shown here. That means it is asking you enter the value, and at the time you are giving the value, again that value will be substituted in the x. Okay, so this is the functionality of input. Okay, this is user defined function. That's why I didn't provide any definition. Okay, here is there anything here definition input like that? Nothing. So because built-in functions, we should not no need to we should not no need to provide the code for that. Okay, these are the built-in functions. We use the input, we use the print. Okay, and some of the functions we used. Okay, range function we used here, this length function we use, type function we used. Okay, so these are all the built-in functions. Now uh, come for the some of the built-in functions. See, these are the built-in functions. Ceil. Okay, it returns the smallest integer or greater than or equivalent to n. So for suppose if you see built-in functions and all, these are the mathematical functions. So you have to import the math file, header file. Import. If you want to use, for suppose directly, if you use ceil, x equal to ceil of for suppose 15.25. I gave this. Ceil is not defined. Why? Because you have to give the module. What module that is? Import. You have to give the math. Okay. Now see, from here x equal to math dot ceil. Now 15.25. Just show your math has no attribute. Ceil. Okay, right. So here, where is that? Math dot ceil. MATH. What I have written here? Otherwise, you write here math dot MATH dot ceil. Math dot CIL ceil 4.2. You can do anything, no problem. Okay. So print x. See, so it gives the ceil value. Ceil means what? You know, floor and ceil. Ceil means it rounded up. 4.2 will be shown as a 4 point as a 5. Okay, for suppose math, that is floor. If you use the floor, x equal to math dot. Okay, this is the library. Math dot is a library. If you want to use these mathematical functions, definitely you should import it. Okay. Now see, x equal to math dot. Here, see, I have written ceil as a wrong spelling. That's why it's not giving. Okay. Math dot floor, FLOOR, 4.2. What does it mean? So it rounded down that number. That means 4 will be there. If you see x equal to 4. So in such a way, okay, if you want length and all, so already we know the length. Okay, we saw that. For suppose you take the one list and you want to know the number of elements in the list. Okay, for that, see, L1 equals to 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay, now length of L1 means automatically, okay, automatically the length will be displayed. So here these are built-in functions. Okay, so whatever the maximum functions, maximum we are using more, those are at least those are available as a built-in functions. Okay, find in the square. Okay, this type of ceil, floor, mathematical functions. Okay, maximum they are given in the software itself. But some of the user-defined functions, sometimes there whatever the functionality is not suitable for our problem, for our program, then we'll go for, you want to implement our own way. Okay, own way of instructions and all. Okay, so this is about the built-in functions. Okay, remaining you can try all these things, it will come definitely. Okay, next user defined functions, the functions, okay, which are defined by the users. Okay, now you know that this is the function call. Okay, this is the function call, and this is the definition. We know that definition is a keyword. Okay, whenever definition comes means automatically Python understood that, okay, this is somewhere user already called somewhere, the function is called. Okay, that means what? Whenever average is called, then it will go to here. These two statements will be executed. Average will be calculated. Okay, very simple. I will write here one small function to find the average with the help of these functions. Okay, so here this function, okay, this program finds, okay, average of average. Okay, enough. So now what I want to do first, you have to write the function definition. Okay, after definition we give the name. My functionality is just I want to calculate the average. So average marks, because average already function, a built-in function is there showing average underscore marks. Average here, I will tell you about arguments and all. So arguments means in this average I want to find the I want to find the average, means definitely I want to know the total. I want to know the number. Total means what? Total for 5 subjects per suppose. So total and also number of subjects I need. So here for that I'm doing what? X comma y. I'm giving here x comma y. Here x represents, okay. For suppose x represents number, total, and y represents number of subjects. Your choice, that is. Otherwise sometimes you can make it as x is the number of elements, y is the average. Your choice, that is. Okay, now x means what? We know that total. So same I am giving directly. If you don't understand means you can give total. And this is what? This is number of element, number underscore element. Okay, number of elements. Now how to get the total? Now how to get the average? avg equals avg equals total by number of element. Okay, total by number of element. That's it. Now you are just you give the print average. Okay, so the average is very simple. So give the average. Okay, now this is over. But now when our definition is there, we need the function call. Okay, in this function call I'm writing average of total. I'm giving 500. Okay, after then if I this 500, this 500 is a total of 5 subjects. Okay, now what will happen here? This 500 will be substituted in this total, and this 5 will be substituted in the number of elements. So now total by number of element is calculated. 500 by 5, okay, that is 100. The average is 100 is calculated. This is just for example I told. Okay, now I will run this program. If you run directly, automatically it asks for saving. So this is function, okay, function average, because this is the function which calculates the average. Okay, now click average is 100.0. Okay, perfect. So okay, just okay. Now see here 100.0 came average. Okay, it's very perfect. First suppose if you go if you give one more statement, average of, for suppose 575 comma 5. Okay, what is the average? Okay, so two times it is called. Now this is average. If you want to find the 500, okay, you call this function, and next time again second time I call this function. So two averages will be displayed. Now here, yeah, average, first average is 100 and second average is 150. Okay, so this is this is not the perfect example. If you want to understand the function, I just explained this. Okay, So now again, here we have to know the actual arguments and formal arguments. Okay. So here already we know that we saw the up to definition and function call. Okay. Next, already we see that definition is a keyword, average is the identifier, or the average is the identifier, or the user defined function. Total and num is the formal parameters. Here some names are given, terminology. These are called formal parameters. That means what? The arguments are the arguments. We can call it as arguments also. Okay. Arguments means within the function, the definition what we are using. Otherwise, within the function call, what we are using in between the brackets, those are called arguments. So the arguments which are in okay, function definition. Okay, those are called what? Those are called formal arguments. Okay. Next, the arguments which are in uh, function call. These arguments are called actual arguments. Okay, so actual arguments, formal arguments. So this 505, okay, and 575 comma 5, those are called actual arguments. This total and number of elements also called these are called formal arguments. So here this 505 you can give as a, in the form of variables also. For suppose I'm giving here for suppose x comma y. Okay, you can give the x comma y, but you have to take the values here. That means for x equal to you can give the dynamic input. Okay, integer, we know that no? We should convert this one as input, because input gives the string value. Okay, enter the value for the total. Okay, so what does it mean? Dynamically you are giving the total, automatically that will be saved in the x. Okay, next y equals to enter the number of elements, integer input, enter the number of elements. Okay, enter the number of elements. Okay, so here if I gave the two types of function calls, here I'm giving the values. Here I'm giving the this actual arguments as a parameters. Okay, so that means what? These are called variables. You can directly send the values. Otherwise, you can send like this also, like a parameters also. Okay, now I will run this. This time it will last. Here one more bracket is there. So here run this. So it is asking enter the total. I'm giving for suppose 400. Enter the okay, it is given already. One more time I will run. Okay. Here what is happening here? X comma y. Okay, perfect. Now first function call average. It is asking the enter the value for total. I'm giving the 400. Enter the number of elements 5. So average is 80. This 80 is for total, 400 for 5 subjects, but this 115 is for this 575 for 5 subjects. Hope you understood. Okay, so this is about the formal arguments, actual arguments, function definition, function call. You understood? Now we have to know the function can be written in 3 ways. Okay, we can write this function in 3 ways. So first way, I will just explain the everything in single program. Okay, now this is called function with this program is called function with no arguments and no return statement. Okay, that means here, okay, wait, no problem. If you don't understand, also no problem. Now same, just this program finds average, okay, with function with return statement. Now this is the second method. What is the return statement? Okay, now same program, just I'm copying. Now you tell to me now what is the difference between the above program and this below program. Okay, now no, see, in this I'm calculating the average here, and okay, I'm calculating the average in the definition. But suppose I'm not printing the average here, I'm printing the average in the main program. Main program is, see, this is the function up to this is the sub program. Main program is, this is the main program actually. Okay, so now what I want to do here, return average. Okay, what does it mean? Now whatever the average is calculated, that will be given to main program. For this, what I'm doing here, I have to give the call like this: average equals to AV equals to average of x comma y, for suppose. Okay, I'm not using the second this function. Okay, just I'm explaining only one function is enough for you. Okay, now what is going on here? We have to know that, okay, this is function with return statement. Return statement. Okay, function with return statement. Okay, what does it mean? Return statement means I'm calculating in the sub function, the value will be returned to the main function, so that main will use this value for some other purpose also. Okay, so this is called function with return statement. Now who has done this work? Sub function is done. This sub function passes the value to the main function. Now I can print the main here. Print the average value is the average value is okay. So that is AVG. Now see, what is the difference between this function and this function? Only one. Here I just used I calculated the average and I printed here in the same sub function. But here I calculated here and I'm sending this value to the main. That means this is the main function. Okay, definition means this part is called up to here. That's it. Two statements only in the average definition. Okay, remaining all statements are they are starting from here. That means this is the main program. Okay, now what will happen now? X5 will be asked in the main program. This X5 values are sending to the average, it will come to here. So whatever the X is substituted in the total, whatever the Y is substituted in the number element, then average will be calculated. After calculating the average, this will be written to this variable. Who will catch this one means average. So whatever the average that is given, okay, so here this value will be caught by the variable average. But suppose if you want both are same means you can give the A. So this average will be written to this A. Now you just print A. Okay, I will run this program. Now you can concentrate on the this function with return statement. Okay, because I have written all in same it run first program will run, second program will run also. Otherwise I will do one thing. I will comment this up to here. Okay, so that, okay, now we are here. I will run this program now. Okay, enter the value for total. I'm giving for suppose 300, and the number of elements are 5. So what is the average? 60.0. Now 60.0. So how it is performed? 60.0. Okay, 60.0. Okay, so how it will be done means, see here, this is the execution. First, always the function won't be executed from the definition. It will execute from main. Okay, main means after definition, this is the first statement. So x value will be given as a dynamic input, y value will be given. Okay, so after x and y, we are calling the average function. So it will go to this, this function will be called. That means here the definition, the x will be substituted in the total and the y will be substituted in the element. In this, I gave the 300. 300 means here x value is 300 and the number of elements means 5 is the number of elements. Here in this formal arguments, uh, x, the value x means 300 is substituted in the total, and the y means number of elements, 5 is substituted in the number of elements. Now average equal total by number of elements, that is 300 by 5. So average is calculated, return avg. This return keyword sends to the value to the function. Where is the function call? This is the function call. So okay, immediately before the function call, otherwise immediately it returns to the function call. In the function call already one variable is ready to, okay, uh, take the value, that is a. Now this average is sent to this a. Okay, now print a means automatically the average is printed. This is the way of execution of return statement. Hope you understood. Okay, so we have done two. So this is what, so this first function is, there is no return, nothing, directly automatically, that means what, the values are taken from the main, that will be substituted in the formal arguments, that will be calculated in the same function, and that is printed in the same function. But here value will be returned to the main function. Hope you understood. And the last and final, if you understand this, you can understand everything in the functions. Okay, now this program finds average with arguments. This is okay, sorry, now finds average function with return statement and with arguments. This is both will be done here because it is taking the arguments here. Okay, that means what, the sub function uses the main function for the arguments, but here the main function uses the average, okay, that is calculated by the sub function. So sometimes both are dependent. Okay, both are dependent. So now here in this program, only sub function only depends on the main function. Here sub function, what values are sent to the sub function x comma y, but from the sub function nothing is written. That means what, this sub function depends on the main function, but here both are interdependent. That means the main function sending the values x comma y, again the sub function sends the average value to the main function. Both are interdependent. That's why these are called function with arguments and with return statement. Arguments are given by the main function and return, that means the value will be returned by the sub function. Hope you understood. Okay, next we'll go for one more last final data, one more final program. is called this program. This program finds same okay, average average with here function with no arguments, no return statement. Okay, function with no arguments, no return statement. That means what? What does it mean? Now, same function I'm writing here. What are these values? These values automatically I'm writing in the definition itself. Def average. Okay. Here, no arguments. Here, I'm writing this x equal to input, enter the value. Okay, enter the total. Okay. 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 Next one. Here I'm given directly total. Okay. This is the total. You can go your own way. No need of always using the x and all. Next, this is number of elements. Number of elements. Number of elements equal to int input. Enter the number of elements. Enter the number of elements. Okay. Okay. Now, here average equals to total by number element. Okay. Now everything is calculated. Print here. Everything is displayed here. Print the average is okay here ABC. So if you okay now here average, that's it. Here nothing will be sent from main function, nothing will be returned okay to the main function from the sub function. That's why this is called no argument, no return statement. No argument, no return statement. So if you find this, okay, I will execute this. Same value will come. There is functions are different. That's it. Remaining all are same only. So here up to here I'm giving okay. Okay. Now I'm executing this. We'll get the same. See, enter the average. I'm giving the same 305. 305. 60.0 only. But same all the even though different types are there, the calculation is same, but the way of calling and the way of sending the arguments, the way of returning the statement, returning the values are different. That's it. Okay, this is function with no arguments. So see, first one is function with no arguments. Sorry, this is what very first function with arguments are there, no return statements. Function with arguments and with no return statement. Now see here, if you see this function, if you see the this one function call, we can easily say that here average gives the values to the sub function. That means x comma y values are provided by the main function, but here the whatever the calculation has happened in the sub function, that won't be returned here. That's why this is function with arguments. Arguments are there, but no return statement. Okay, first is over. Now second, if you see here, if you see the function call, something is here extra variable. That means what? One value is coming from the sub function that is ready to take by the one variable. That means what? This sub function returning the value to main function. So what does it mean? Again, it is taking the arguments from the main function. So the function with arguments with return statement, this is called function with return statement and with arguments. Okay. Third, here there is no dependence on both. That means the function automatically take the values from there itself, and it is not returning to main function. So this is, so we can write our program in any way, depends upon your feasibility. Okay, depends upon the program, your convenience, your choice. Okay, well, we can't say that we can write this program like this one. Depends upon your necessity and requirement. We can you can go through any of these three methods. Hope you understood. Okay, now next we'll go for uh, other things. So maximum we discussed all actual arguments, formal arguments. Okay, here arguments with a statement, everything we have done. Here some more important arguments are here. Some of the other arguments we have to know. So there are keyword arguments, positional arguments. Okay, uh, we have to know this one. Positional arguments. Okay, we will take the same. Okay, so here I'm calculating the sum. Okay, here same example I will explain this. So I will keep only one. I don't want to go for all. Okay, otherwise I will take this one as a new. Okay, this is about this program. This program, okay, finds same average. Okay, okay, but main is we have to know the what are the positional argument. Positional argument. This is very important. Okay, you have to know about the positional arguments. Okay, now here this is the function. Positional arguments means, see here, here we need the function called, so average average okay, same how it will be the definition, the call should be the same, average. Okay, average x comma y. Okay, now what is the positional arguments means? Okay, now x comma y, you run this program. Here what is this? Function position. So now same, I'm giving the value 300, I'm giving the elements 5, 60.0. But here what is the positional arguments means? X value is, okay, here x value will be is substituted in the total, y value will be substituted in the number of elements. Okay, so for suppose I want to change, for suppose I'm not giving here x and y total and all, I'm giving some m comma n. You can give anything, but if you want to understand this one, okay, m comma n. So m comma n means what? Now x value will be substituted in the m, y value is substituted in the n. So that means here this is m here and this is n here. Okay, now so if you run, I'll get the same. Okay, that means, see here, enter the total 300, enter the elements of 5, again 60.0 only. Okay, that means here now I'm changing the position. Before how it is there, we can go like this, no problem. This is total and this is number of ELE. Okay, here total by number underscore ELE. Okay, now see, if you give the xy, now run this, we'll get the same. Okay, what are the positional arguments you have to know now. So here I'm giving 300 and I'm giving the 5 6.0. That's okay. Now I am simply changing now. Changing in the sense y comma x. What does it mean now? What is the y means? Number of elements will be replaced with total, and this total is replaced with number of elements. Now if you run this, we won't get the proper result. See, so enter the value for total. You are giving the total perfect only. See, 0.0125. Again, I'm running one more time. Okay. See, run. So I just change the position of the arguments. So accordingly, now I'm giving 300 and 5 before 6.0 came. Okay. So now 0.01 came. Why? Y means because of position. I changed the position. Y value become X, X value become Y. So that's why actually Y means what? Number of elements. This is placed in the total instead of in this number of elements. So according to position, it is happened. First argument in the function call, first argument in the definition, second argument in the function call, again second argument in the function definition. So these are called which arguments? Positional arguments. According to position, it will be calculated. Next, keyword arguments. Now, for suppose I don't keyword argument means, see here. So keyword argument means here also this is I'm giving the same names total, and here this is also number underscore element. Okay. Now I'm giving the values directly. Total equal to X and number of element equal to Y. Okay. So now first let it run. Whether it will run or not, we will check. Yes, it's running. So enter the value total 300 and give the subjects 5. So 60.0, perfect. Now I am changing the position. That means what? I'm keeping this side. Okay. Comma. Okay. Now as per before positional, if you use the positional arguments, okay, the result is changed. But now the result will be changed or not, we will check. Now I just swapped. Okay, before total is there, now number of elements came now. So run this. Now see, now again I'm giving 400. Sorry, before 300 again, so that we have to and 5 60.0. Even though I'm swapping here, I swapped actually. So swapping means what should be done actually? Actually, number of elements should be substituted in the total, and the total will be substituted in the number of elements. But it won't be done if you give the equals. Okay, wherever the number of elements are there, here the number in this only it will be substituted, even though the position is changed. Wherever the total is there in the function call, okay, that will be substituted in the function definition. This is called which one? Keyword arguments. Okay, you hope you understood. Yes. Next, default arguments. So default arguments means, see here, here I'm calculating the values. Sometimes rates are same, years are same. I don't want to give the value. Okay, so at the time we are using default arguments. Whatever the absence of that particular variable, automatically the default value will be there, that will be substituted. Now see here in this, I didn't give, actually this function has 3 arguments, but I'm giving here only 1 argument. So but other arguments already, this 5 automatically will be taken, this rate automatically will be taken. Even though there are 3 arguments are there, I have to give here, I have to send the 3 arguments from the function call, but I'm giving only 1 argument, that is principal amount, Rest of the things, time and rate, defaultly given here in the function definition, that will be taken. Okay. Now we will see this. This is called default arguments. So default arguments. So this is about the default arguments. Okay. Okay. Now, so definition is simple interest. Simple interest. Okay. So here, P principal amount is there. You can give 5,000. Okay. Next, you don't want to provide all. You don't give the principal amount P, but time equal to 5. If time is missed, means automatically 5 will be substituted, and rate of interest for suppose 10%. Okay. So I gave the default values for time and rate. Okay. Now SI, simple interest, how it will be calculated? P star T star R by 100. Okay. Next, so print SI. We want to go print the simple interest. So print simple interest. Okay. Now I'm giving all the values. All the values means, say, how to, what is the here definition is over. Now you have to give the call. So simple underscore interest. Okay. Here 2 T's are given. Underscore interest. Now here, first suppose if you give like this, 5,000 simple interest, T is for 2 years, rate is 5%. If you give like this, so 3 variables already given. Okay. Now, now this 5 will be replaced with 2. That means the time 2 years will be replaced with 5, and the rate 10% is there, that is replaced with 5%. Okay, because I have given the already the values. If you don't give means default values will be substituted. Now I will check what is the, so this is about function. Okay. Default. Okay. See, simple interest. So I have to print this. I didn't print. No? Simple interest only. I just printed the statement. The value is in the SI. Okay. So you should print the value also. Okay. Now see, simple interest 500. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, second call. Okay. This is the first function call. First function call. For identifying, I'm giving all these things. Now, second function call, what I'm doing here, simple interest, simple underscore interest. Okay, simple underscore interest here. Simply, what I'm doing here, second function call. Second time I'm calling second function call. Okay, this time just I'm giving what are the values means. Here, okay, we should not do all these things. No, this is function. Okay, it is in the print statement. It's okay. Now what I'm doing here, this is first function call. Now here I'm not giving second time. Okay, here print statement. Here what I'm giving, just there is no simple interest. Okay, there is no principal amount. There is no principal amount. That means principal amount is missed for the second, for the next call. That means this one. Okay, for identifying I'm giving. Okay, now see, even though I'm not giving anything, Just I'm giving 2 comma I'm giving 5,000. That's it. Okay. Next, I am not giving the time and rate. Now run this. See here, simple interest for the first function call 5,000 to at the principal amount is 5,000. 5,000 will be substituted in the P. Rate 2 will be substituted in the T. That means 5 will be overridden. Now in the R equal to 10, R equal to 5 will be substituted. For that 500 will be there. But if I give this 5,000, okay, so what is the rate now? The rate is taken as a 5 and the time is taken as a 5 and rate is taken as 10. Why? Because these are called default values. If you miss the arguments, automatically that will be substituted. But the substitution will happen from right to left. Okay, right to left means, for suppose, again you can give print. There is, I'm missing, there is no time. Okay. There is no rate. I don't want to give the rate. So here I'm writing here simple interest, simple underscore interest. Okay. Here I'm giving 5,000 and rate 2 only I'm giving, but I'm not giving the yeah, I'm not giving the this rate. Okay, now whether it will work or not, we'll check. What is this? Terminator here. So just this is for differentiating the outputs. Okay, that's why I have written like that. Now simple interest, it is showing here. This is wrong. SIMPLE INTERE yes INDREST should be there. Okay, now it is okay. See, so simple interest for 5,000 to if it is 5,000 2,5 means as it is 500 came as before. Okay, in this there is no principal amount. Okay, there no, sorry, there is which is missed here. I missed here time and rate. This is time and rate. I missed the time and rate. There is no time and rate. Time and rate. Okay, this time and rate. Okay, in this second 2,500 is calculated. That means what are the missed statements here? I didn't give the time, I didn't give the rate. That means only 5,000 only gave. So now still it is working, but what type of values are taken here? So time is taken as a 5, R is equal to rate is 10. That's okay. Now I missed only the rate. So rate means what? What values will be taken now for this third function call? 5,000 will be substituted in the P and 2 will be substituted in the T, but rate automatically taken from here 10. That's why the value is changed. Hope you understood. Okay. And finally, we have to know about this global. Okay. What is the use of global? So global values, the scope. Okay, first of all you have to know the scope. A scope is nothing but how it specifies the how long the variables, okay, have their values. Okay, that means how long the variables are allowed in particular function or in the main function. That is called a scope. There are local variable, global variables. Okay, local variables means we can't see here. I will show you the local variable here. Example, already I have the, yes, now see here. In this, this average is the local variable for this function. Okay, I want to try to for suppose, yeah, now this is the call average. I'm giving total is 305. The number of elements are 5. Okay, now if I run this, executing or not, once you check. Okay, now 60 came. Perfect. Now this is the variable. If you want to print here the value of average, it won't be printed. It won't be printed. See, if you run here, see the average is not defined. Why? Because the scope of this average is up to here only. But if I print the average here, automatically it is printed. See here. Uh, yes. Okay. Now again I'm running this. Okay. See. Uh, see, average is printed. That means this average is printed. But if you print the same average outside the function is up to here only. Okay. Once you come to here, this is the different block. That means what? This is the main. So in this main, it is not accessible. Okay. That means inside the function only I'm accessible. Example, the scope of the variable is nothing but how long the variable holds its value. Now average holds its value until this definition only, within the definition only, within the function only. But I want to print this average means it is not getting printed. It's telling it is not determined, but already it is showing the same here. See here, this output. See, again I'm running. Click. Now see, average 60.0. Here it is showing, here it is not showing. What does it mean? The scope, it has the limitation. The value will be alive until this block only. Okay. So this is called local variables. Okay. Example, say our prime minister scope is entire nation, entire India. Even villagers also know about him because he's the global scope. Okay. For suppose, if you know, for suppose a particular student, his scope is up to that class only. No one knows about him. So for that class, he's a local. That's it. Okay. For suppose if you have the teacher has at least entire school will know about the teacher. So he is public for that school. But the student is local scope. Okay. So if you go for PM, he's a more global scope. PM is known by entire nation. Okay, that means he's a global person he is. Okay, but if you compare any teacher that compared to the prime minister, that teacher is local. Okay, now I want to print this average here. I want to print the average outside. For that, what I want to do here, simply I'm giving global average. One word I have written average. Now it will work. See here. Both will be printed now. What happened? AVC. Still AVC not defined. Okay, wait. So global AVC. Okay. Here this AVC only. Global AVC. Should display. Okay. Global Y. Okay. Here we have to do this. So what we can do here, give the global, make it this average as a global. In this, you have to give within the function, not outside. Okay. You give this value global AVC. Now I can print this value here also. Now see here. See, the average 60.0, this is this average, and this average is 60.0 here. Otherwise, if you want to go for one statement, this is what outside the function, outside the function. Okay, and this is inside the function. This is inside. You have to know. Okay, inside. So before it gave the error, but whenever I gave this global here, automatically, okay, that he is available to all now. Now see, inside the average is 60.0, outside the average also, outside is it by mistake. Okay, outside the average, outside the function, outside. Okay, now see, run this. Okay, inside the average 60.0, that means this average. Okay, and outside the average here, even though the scope is available to entire full program. This is the main program actually. Okay, this is the sub program. If you don't give the this global, just I'm just commenting. Okay, now check once again. We will get the error. See, inside average is 60.0, but error outside the name average is not defined. That means what? His scope is defined to only this function only. Now I will remove this. Again, I will run. Okay, nothing wrong here. Everything is displayed. Hope you understood. Thank you. Have a nice day.